About a year ago, we made a couple of videos listing the most amazing things found in both ground and air battles. Those books of records described the biggest gun, the fastest missile, the highest climb rate, and other cool achievements found in those two game modes. Today, we want to do it a bit differently. This video has tanks, planes, helicopters, missiles, ammunition, and still all things mentioned on the list have one thing in common. They are the heaviest of their kind. Let's start with ground vehicles, and let's be honest, it's going to be a very German segment because German engineers created both the heaviest production vehicle and the heaviest prototype. The super heavy tank design that we know as the E-100 weighs 150 tons, and the majestic Jagdtiger heavy tank destroyer, which achieved serious production, weighs 75.2 tons. Most of that weight is armor, and let's just put it this way, there aren't many guns that are capable of piercing the defenses of the E-100 or the casemate of the Jagdtiger. And it's not just ground vehicles. Germans also created the heaviest aircraft that we have in the game, the Baume and Voss BV-238 flying boat. It weighs 54 tons. Just think about it. That's heavier than most tanks. An aircraft of this size obviously makes for a very big target. But this boat isn't going down without a serious fight. It has 16 machine guns and several cannons, basically allowing it to fend off several fighter aircraft at once. And it can carry up to 5 tons of bombs, more than enough to destroy everything you've seen down there on the ground. The heaviest helicopter is the Russian Mi-35M. Even the empty weight of this bird is still more than 8 tons. That's hardly surprising, though, given the fact that the Mi-35M has quite a lot of armor. It can be equipped with a wide array of different armaments, air-to-air missiles, anti-tank missiles, rockets, gun pods with powerful autocannons. The list goes on and on. When it comes to naval battles, the current heavyweight champion is the Soviet Sverdlov-class cruiser, displacing 19,200 tons. It has a lot of firepower, good armor, and decent maneuverability, making it one of the toughest opponents to fight at sea. Okay, that's it for the heaviest vehicles. What about ammunition? If we're speaking about ground forces, then look no further than what is used on the British FV-4005 tank destroyer. It uses its massive 183mm gun to fire very heavy Hesh rounds, each weighing 72 kilos. Is that a lot? Well, that's enough to blow away a medium tank, a German Panther for example, with the force of the shockwave alone. Now, a few words about aircraft ammunition. Take a look at the Italian P-108A. The cannon fitted on this attacker fires shells weighing 15 kilograms. It's not even that weird, given that we're talking about a 102mm cannon here. There aren't that many World War II planes with guns that big, let's put it this way. Taking into account the limited flying capabilities of this attacker and the sheer size of the bloody gun, it's certainly not easy to line your shots. But every single one of them has a lot of impact, quite literally. Next thing we're going to discuss is the highest 1-second burst mass. The undisputed champion here is the F-4 Phantom II, an American third-generation jet fighter. Even in its stock configuration, a Vulcan rotary cannon is spewing out more than 13 kilograms of lead every single second. That's a lot. Now get this, the Phantom, if we're talking the F-4E and the F-4EJ variations, has 4 of them. meaning that it has a combined 1-second burst mass of more than 52.5 kilograms. By the way, it's not just guns that secure the Phantom a place on the list. It's also capable of carrying 2 AGM-12C bullpup missiles, the heaviest missiles in the game, each weighing no less than 810 kilograms. Another record is set by the Tu-4, a Soviet strategic bomber. This is the aircraft carrying the biggest bomb load in the game. It's capable of carrying up to 12 tons of bombs, allowing for all sorts of crazy loadouts. For example, you can take as many as 4 Fab 3000 bombs, go into mixed battles, drop them in the middle of the enemy team, and enjoy the fireworks. At the same time, the Tu-4 doesn't have the heaviest bomb of War Thunder, the Soviet Fab 5000. To play with it, you need the PE-8 heavy bomber. You won't be able to carry more than one of those at any given moment. But even a single massive 5,000 kilogram Fab 5000 bomb is already an overkill, capable of destroying everything within a 100-meter radius. Obviously, if we mention bombs, we simply have to say a few words about torpedoes as well. Say hi to the heaviest torpedo in the game, the Japanese 610mm Type 93 Model 3 torpedo, which is a part of the arsenal of the Akizuki-class destroyer. It weighs 2,800 kilograms, and you don't want to be in its way after it's launched. The last item on the list is the heaviest naval shell. Have you ever heard of that little ship called the Admiral Graf Spee? Every shell fired from the 28-centimeter guns of this German heavy cruiser weighs 300 kilograms, making it the heaviest shell in the game. Obviously, having the heaviest armor or the biggest gun doesn't necessarily mean that you'll win, but it sure is awesome. Tanks blown to smithereens by the rain of bombs dropped by the Tu-4. A mighty jagged Tiger surviving hit after hit. That's just badass, and there's no other way to word it. Have you experienced something like that yourself? What are your favorite heavies in the game? Please tell us in the comments below. We're waiting.